All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It's a really interesting day. So as you've seen by the title, I sold my 2008 CL63 AMG last weekend, about a week ago, and I bought something else. I'll get more into that as we check this out, but you guys knew I was planning on selling the CL anyways. I was getting kind of tired of 10 miles a gallon, and I just wanted to get something else. And I mean, it was a 16-year-old car at that time, and stuff was probably going to keep coming up. And you guys know those cars are not cheap to maintain. So I had my fun with it. I loved it. So far, the best riding car I've ever had in my life. It sounded great. It drove great, looked great. Everything worked. But it was time to get something new. I can't believe it. I cannot believe I own this car. This right here is a 2018 Mercedes AMG E63S in selenite gray. I wish I could say Magno, but just selenite gray metallic. But this is it. I have wanted one of these for so long, and I didn't think I could buy one. But this one came up, and it was the right price. It's got low miles, and it's a nice car. I'm still in disbelief that I own this thing. My original plan was to sell the CL and get a W205 C63 because I wanted one with, we'll look at the engine in a second, but in the back of my mind, or I guess you can say in my heart, I always wanted an E63. All-wheel drive, more power. I'm a huge fan of the E-Class. It's like my favorite Mercedes line, I guess you can say. My E55. And this came up, and I was like, this is the car. I need to have this car. And everything just worked out. I bought it from a dealership, and I traded the CL, and they gave me a good offer for the CL, and I said, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Got a really good interest rate from my credit union for this thing. Yes, it is. I had to finance this. I don't just have about 50 grand just sitting in cash. I wish I did. But I did finance this, and yeah, I mean, we'll see how long this stays around. But as of right now, I'm kind of like it's almost like the E55 all over again. I love this thing. It's so much fun. It looks great. It's great to drive. Let me give you guys a little bit of a walk around. So the first thing you'll see, this car does not have Distronic, which is what it is. There's that selenite gray Magno paint job, and I apologize, the car is really dirty. It's really windy in Las Vegas. You probably can't hear because I have this new mic setup, but it sucks. I mean, that it's really this dirty. I didn't want to go clean it because I was like, I'm going to go clean it, and it's windy again, so it's going to be the same thing. But never mind. Selenite gray, metallic, beautiful color. No Distronic. It does have the full, of course, AMG front kit. I am actually really happy that it has these silver wheels instead of the black ones. The black ones are cool and everything, but I feel like everybody has the black ones, and you rarely see these silver wheels. And I am a big fan of, I've started to, you know, that old school saying, or that saying that everybody's saying, I think I just said saying 16 times in the span of 5 seconds, but everybody's talking about online that silver wheels are coming back, and it's true. You know, black wheels were a cool thing early 2010s to almost late, but now silver wheels are, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I wish my E55 had silver wheels, but we'll get to that later on. This has silver wheels, and they're awesome. I love these wheels. These are the standard, well, I wouldn't say standard, these are the upgraded E63 wheels. The standard ones are like a 5-spoke, which those are also cool. This car does have Falcon Ascenses, I think they're called, all-season tires. We'll talk about that once we start driving this thing. Of course, it's got the beautiful V8 bi-turbo 4MATIC, the M177 coming around the rear of the car. It does have a rear little deck lid spoiler. This car particularly does not have the carbon fiber package, which I'm actually glad kind of it doesn't, because then I'd be really worried about driving around and it, you know, basically imploding on me. But nonetheless, it looks really cool. There you guys can see the color a little bit more. My ideal spec for an E63 would have been like the diamond white with a white interior, but those cars are kind of a little bit rarer to find, and they demand a premium. I did get it for a good price because it does have one glaring issue, and it's this right here. You guys can see the damage on the fender. It looks like the car rubbed up on something, or maybe something rubbed up on it. I'm not entirely too sure what it is or why it looks like that, but nonetheless, it's okay. This is just, maybe it'll buff out. You know, the old school saying, oh, it'll buff out. Maybe it will. I don't know. I think it is deep enough where it's scratched into the paint. You can't really feel it. That's the thing. So maybe it can buff out, but if not, worst case scenario, we just get the fender painted. It is what it is. But it looks really good. Other than that, it looks really good. The car's clean. It's got a clean Carfax. I am the third owner of the car officially, and it's so pretty. Just look at this. Look at how angry this thing looks. Oh my Lord. Let me show you guys the inside so we get out of this wind, because it's windy. Now the interior, it is just a standard black interior. I wanted an E63 with these seats, the comfort seats. I did not want the bucket seats. You guys gotta remember, this is my daily driver, and anybody that I've talked to that has one of these cars, or even a W205 that has those bucket seats, say they're great seats, they look really pretty, they're not great for daily driving, and I did not want one with those seats. Now, I'm gonna close the door because, like I said, it is really windy. I'm not gonna start the car up because if I do, it's gonna connect to the phone, it's gonna ruin the audio, but it also doesn't have the carbon fiber package in here. Sorry for the glare. You guys can see it has just a regular silver. This is one of the worst things that really pisses me off, because this has so many fingerprints and scratches on it. It just irritates me, but whatever. It's got just a regular aluminum, I guess you can say, finish. Another thing that we need to address is the steering wheel. As you guys can see, the Alcantara, as all Alcantara steering wheels do, has basically become smooth and sticky and nasty. So I need to either get a new steering wheel, which I can upgrade to one of these, or I can just maybe find somebody to clean this and refinish it. I don't know yet. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, it has the full black interior with the white piping, or the silver piping, which is really nice. I love that AMG crest, and the headrest looks beautiful. The car does have a panoramic sunroof, which you guys know my stance on sunroofs. I'm not the biggest fan of, but it is what it is. These seats are heated, cooled, massaged, so that's awesome. And of course, it does have the full infotainment system. But you know what? Let me just set up the GoPro and let's just take the thing for a drive, because I know that's what you guys want to see. Oh, wait. We'll take it for a drive, but I got to show you guys what's underneath that hood first. Alrighty, there we go. We have Mercedes's M177 4-liter bi-turbo V8, which makes, in this instance, in the S model, it makes 603 horsepower, and I think like 580-ish pound-feet of torque. I'll put the numbers up here somewhere. This thing is, oh my God, this car is wicked. It is so fast. It scares the living, out of me. It is wicked. The only thing I want to do to this car at this point is probably downpipes and a tune. I know everybody does those, but I just want to hear this thing sound more aggressive. Maybe an intake as well, so we can hear the aggressive, the spooling of the turbos and everything. We'll see, though. I might be getting ahead of myself. Maybe I'll even modify, who knows. But I definitely want to do something with the exhaust. It sounds really good right now for a twin-turbo V8. It sounds pretty good, but I want that a little bit more oomph, you know what I mean? The car's plenty fast. I'm not really looking to do more power upgrades as of right now until I get beat by some random BMW, because then I will need to destroy that. But regardless of that, this thing is, oh my God, I can't put it into words. This thing is so nice. And that transmission that it's paired to, the 9-speed 9G, that thing is so smooth. It's not as fast shifting as a ZF or whatever, the PDK or whatever you want to say, but it's so smooth. You can't even feel the thing shift. And of course, the 4MATIC Plus, well, I'll show you guys what that does, because it's disgusting. But let me just go set the GoPro up and let's go for a ride. So here we are driving my 2018 Mercedes E63 AMG S, or Mercedes AMG 63S, whatever you want to call it. I'm still dumbfounded that this is my car. My car. Oh Lord, I can't. I just can't. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting behind one of my dream cars. I own two of my dream cars. My E55 and this now. This is nuts. This is crazy. 4 years ago, when I first started, officially working, not at my dad's shop, but at the Ford dealership, who would have thought I'd be here? This is nuts. This is crazy, but it's all thanks to hard work and dedication. I know it's cheesy to say that, but it is. I don't know how much you guys know, but I work in the finance industry, and I've been putting a lot of time and effort into what I do, into my profession, and it's really started to pay off. I mean, I'm able to afford this. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't really make anything off YouTube, if we're being honest, but I just love doing this. It's amazing. And the fact that I get to drive this thing is awesome. So let's talk about this thing. What is it? So like I said, 2018 E63. The car's got, let me check. It has 52,000 miles. I bought it with 51.9, so I've put like 200 or 300 miles on it. And it's been awesome. I've had it for about almost a week. It's been like 6 days. And I can't stop driving it. Any opportunity I can, I get in this thing and drive. I haven't driven the E55 in a week. It's been sitting at home. But it's amazing. This thing is awesome. So, you know, the way it worked was I had originally inquired about this car at the beginning of December, and I talked to somebody at that dealership. They offered me like $10K for the CL. I was like, I'm not interested. You know, I'm going to sell it on my own, whatever. And that was it. But then, like, beginning of January, I got a call from the used car director, and he called me. He's like, hey, what about 14.5, 15? Would you do that? And I was like, yeah, I would. I'm making all right money. I'm basically breaking even at that point on the CL, or maybe I made like $1,000 or something. Yeah, let's do it. And we put everything in place. My credit union approved me immediately, and that's how I ended up with this thing. I trailered the CL down. I'll put some pictures here. I trailered the CL down with the ML, and trailered this thing back, which was awesome. But I love this thing. It's great. As of right now, like I said, the only real issues that I've noticed is that fender needs to get buffed or painted or whatever. And we just got to do more. I got to do downpipes and a tune because I want to hear this thing pop and bang and sound like a nutcase, because it's possible. But I can't tell you, if I'm being honest, I don't think I need more power in this thing. So the tune is really there because it's not going to have cats, but I don't really want more power. I mean, we always want more power, but I'm saying for my daily driver, I don't think I need it because it's... Oh my God. Guys, that was a 0.25% throttle. This thing is an animal. Oh my God. Yeah, this thing is crazy. This thing is nuts. And you get there's no wheel spin, none of that kind of stuff, because that 4MATIC just hooks and it goes. This thing is an animal. Oh my God. I love this car. I love this car. I'm so happy I bought this car. You know, the payments are whatever. People say, oh, high payments and all that. But if you can afford it, why not? And it's taught me one thing. It's taught me one thing. If you want that car out there, just buy it. Just buy the car. Guys, life is too short. Life is too short, and oh my God. I have my right here on the dashboard, I have the little, it's like boost horsepower and pound-feet of torque set up, and I just see it constantly doing this. You hear the turbo spooling. Oh my God. But again, let's ground ourselves a little bit and let's get back into the car itself. So is it missing some options I would like? Yes. You know, like I said, I'd wish it was white with a white interior, but to be honest, with a daily driver, the black interior is probably more usable because it doesn't get as dirty as much or anything. And that gray, I have really started to like the gray. At first I was like, yeah, whatever. But when you see the color in like sunlight and everything, it looks really good. And honestly, all I really got to do is probably put like a stealth PPF on it, and it'll look like the factory gray Magno. It'll look really cool. My actual plan for cosmetic stuff is, though, I really want to wrap it China blue so I can match the E55. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't really want to spend $3,000 on a wrap right now, but I also said I didn't really want to buy an E63 right now, and then this thing came up. So, but yeah, you guys can see, I mean, I'm grinning ear to ear. I love this car, and it's so fast. It's so comfortable. Not as comfortable as the CL. Obviously, we knew that because, one, that's basically an S-Class coupe, and it had the ABC suspension, which worked, and this thing is just an E-Class with Airmatic suspension, which does work, but it doesn't ride as well because, again, this car is a little bit stiffer. It's not meant to be an S-Class or anything, but what this does have over the CL is when I put my foot down, it does this. Oh my God. Holy crap, man. Oh my God. I mean, oh my God. And that's in comfort mode. Oh my God. When you put it in Sport Plus mode, this thing gets so aggressive and so nasty. It downshifts super quick. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but It's got those nice little pops and everything. So maybe asking yourself, Vivo, why you want to do downpipes if it sounds that good already? Well, because I want it to be louder. Because, yeah, the E55 is pretty loud, and I just want some louderness, so... Jesus Christ, oh my God, this car is insane. This car is insane! Oh my God! Oh my God! Let me put it in individual mode, because then I can manually do it. Dude, this has turned into a video of me trying to introduce this car to you guys, so me just sitting here and having crazy kinds of thoughts about this car, because this is insane. I mean, I knew it was going to be fast, and I've driven fast cars, you guys. I work for a Ford dealership, and I'll plug the channel that we film over there. It's called God and X. We film crazy cars. 911 Turbo S, M5 comps, M4s. I mean, I've driven a lot of fast cars, but maybe it's because this is mine. And it just feels crazy. I mean, the launch control on this car is absurd. It is nasty. And we'll do a full review of this car, of course, and I'll show you guys everything about it and how everything works, and we'll get it down to a science. This is really just an intro video, but I just really wanted to make this video to show you guys that one, got the new car, so you guys know what's been going on and why there hasn't been a video, but also that, honestly, if you really want that car, go out and get it. I wanted an E63 for the longest time. I was going to get a C63 when I sold my CLS about a year ago, before I bought the CL. But I guess you could say settled for the CL because it was a really good deal. But in the end, I always knew the CL wasn't going to be a permanent thing. I just wanted to sell it. Whereas with this car, I'm contemplating whether or not I'm ever going to sell this car, because I love this thing. And I mean, this is the most modern AMG now. They still haven't released the W214 or whatever they're going to call it, where it's going to be, you know, who knows what it's going to be. But this is crazy. This car is crazy. Oh, and just the way it shifts, it's so mean and aggressive. I mean, oh my God, I love those turbochargers. You just hear that, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. This has turned into just a video of me just laughing and giggling like a little girl. But it's just so good. It's just so good. But let me know down below, what videos would you guys like for me to want to see me do with this car? You know, is there anything specific you guys want me to film or anything you want me to do? I know my friend Jacob with his M2 really wants to go and race it. We might go tomorrow. I don't know yet, because I might have a family sort of thing going on where I think my family wants to go have like a picnic or something. So we'll see. But if we do, that would be a cool video to race his. He has a 2024 M2, so the G87. That car is wicked fast, but we'll just have to wait and see if it can hold its own against the 63, because I don't know. The 63 is fast, man. This car is a fast car. But let me know down below what you guys want to see from the E63. What contents? You know we're going to race it against the E55. We have to, because the E55 that car's nasty. It's just from a launch, this thing will obliterate it. But if we do like a 50 or 60 roll, I think the E55 might have a chance. We'll have to wait and see. This car is really fast, but so is the E55. So let me know down below what do you guys want to see. And again, thank you all so much for watching the video. I am eternally grateful for all you guys for sticking with me and you know, just watching and commenting and let me know. I'm still sitting in awe that I own an E63 AMG. I mean, this is beyond anything. I mean, this is quite literally my dream car. Now we just got to work on something else. What's next? I mean, AMG GT, the two-door, or Lambo, maybe a Gallardo, maybe an Audi R8. Who knows? We'll just have to figure it out. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.